your bed? You already tried.
Honey, don't hurt your foot.
No,
What's up, Maddox? Thanks for hanging out, man. Sorry about your foot. Or no, your shoulder. That sucks, dude. My wife has been on light duty as well because of her injury. Does that mean you just get to drive the ambulance? If you're on light duty? What does light duty look for like for a paramedic? Need some music. We need some music. That's better. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Or Saturday, if it's already Saturday for you. And I should probably... I'm going to go a little longer today. Probably a couple hours. So yeah, just a heads up. Let's see, Discord. I actually took most of the day off work. Like, I didn't take the day off work, but I just kind of was like, you know what, my kids are off on spring break, so I'm just going to kind of... Don't expect a lot of productivity today. It's basically what I told the team. Discord's actually been super quiet the last couple days. Let's see. At everyone. I'm live here if you want to hang out. Boom. Okay, now the Discord folk can be happy. And yes, no vertical stream today either. I've decided to go horizontal this afternoon. Primarily because it's going to be a longer stream and I don't want to be constrained to a small space while I'm doing shit. The first thing I think I'm going to work on is... Let's see. I think I'm going to work on this app. There was a bug that got logged. I'm gonna tag this as a because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna have to do here. And then I'm gonna tag this one as a bug. Whoops, I almost just switched my view. My youngest is looking for his library books right now with my wife. One of those formative experiences as a child where you lose stuff and your parents have to help you find it. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is I need to see if I can replicate this behavior. So that's what I'm going to do first. Get poll, get the latest. Get remote prune. I get kind of worked up about branches getting out of control on repositories, so I have kind of this like obsessive habit of, let's see, get remote prune, get branch R. Well, these shouldn't be here. Get branch. Why are these still out here? These should be deleted. Code branches. Delete it. Delete it. Nice. Get. Okay. How are y'all doing today? Good? You guys having a good Friday? Also, if the music's too loud, let me know.
Hey, buddy, your last library day was on the Wednesday of school. We still have Thursday, Friday. So, I don't think. But that is mean that you're not going to be able to check out those.
Alright. So get checkout B fix. What do we want to call this? Like address. Unnecessary updates. Okay. And I'm also going to need a terminal off screen here. CD. Okay, so it has something to do with the phone number. Let's see, business phone number. And I don't know if I have... I honestly don't know if I have... Anybody out there watching Severance? 7, 6, 4, 3. Okay, we need to switch directories. Do these guys have... Okay, they have phone numbers, so that's good. So I should be able to map... Let's see. Let's see. So I should be able to... Let's actually delete all this. This is all just test data. Delete. Excuse me. And delete this. So now that's all empty. So we're starting kind of from a fresh slate. So we want to map this to a field over here. Okay. Now we need to find out what's the phone number field. This is basically what this app does. Is it basically takes data from Azure and sticks it in here into this piece of software. And so you can map properties from Azure entities or Azure objects to fields in this software. This is business phone. Okay. I don't like this song. I'm gonna skip that. Okay. Close this. We'll edit this report real quick. We're gonna add a phone number. All right, now we're actually gonna run the app. So we need to disable. We need to go into source. Yeah, go into source. .NET run dash. Oh, hold on. Git pull. Let's see. .NET run dash version. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why. I didn't know that appended the... That's weird. Okay, so what we actually need to do is we need to type .NET run dash C, and then we need to pass in my configuration file, which is located here. And this should run, and it should move some data from one place to the other. Let's see, field mappings are invalid. Business phone. Oh, is that not a valid? Let's see, Azure user resource. Business. Oh, phones. This is a string collection. Interesting. So I feel like my app should be validating. Let's open this up in NeoVim. Actually, let me make this a little bigger too, because it's probably harder for you guys to see. Let's see, quit. There we go. I think there's some place where I check if these are valid. Has valid. Okay, valid mappings. Okay, so I do accept string collection to text, but I must not be comparing the values properly. Okay, so let's go back to this other tab, if I can remember how to navigate. And so this should actually be business phones, right? That's what it was. Business phones, plural. Okay. This is like classic. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna show this to you guys. Okay. Can you guys see this in this view? It's kind of hard to see like that. How do I really wish I could collapse this. Business phones. Okay. This is so this is like kind of like classic like developer stuff, right? Or programmer stuff or coder stuff. This is like classic API documentation things. This is a business phones property. It's a collection of strings. However, if you go to the description here, it says the telephone numbers for the user. Note, although it's a string collection, only one number can be set for this property. Nice. So always a collection of one. But it needs to be a collection, I guess. That's pretty funny. Alright, so what does that mean? I guess what it means is, well, we're going to figure out what it means. But first we need to actually run my app. So .NET run -- project. And then, excuse me, I'm going to pass to this my configuration file, which is over here. Tilde, OneDrive, desktop, syncer, like that. So now this should actually run successfully, I think now. Yep, that's what I wanted. So now we should have a bunch of users. They should have their phone number, which is great. The only issue, so this is where this guy reported the issue. So if I run this again, if I run the same thing again, basically I shouldn't have to update the users at all because they haven't changed. But since I mapped the phone number field, if I look at the logs for this app, let's see, debug, net9. If I look in here and I look at the logs, I'm gonna see I see a bunch of field does not need to be updated, which is what I would expect. But there's gonna be, let's see. There we go. There's going to be a log like this that says Azure user found in OnSpring attempting to update Azure user in OnSpring. So why am I trying to update this?
Hey, Guy.
And the reason is because basically I'm comparing this value to this value, and that's never going to be
Yeah, I didn't know which one you did it the last time I was in your title.
So the question is, I'm not sure how to deal with this though, because I don't really want to special case this. Like, hey, if they map the phone number, right? I don't really want to do that. But I sort of have to. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. I mean, obviously, let's see. Where do I do this? There's a method somewhere called build update. Yeah, this guy. No, that's a test. Build update. Build user record. I think it's in OnSpring service or something like that. Let's see. Build new build user. Yeah, so this is where I'm doing this all here. So basically at this point I've got this telephone number string and then I've got a string collection. So in here, if Abjure object is list of string, let's see, otherwise, yeah, I'm not handling this at all, right? So So I just join them together. I mean, the only way I can think to really fix this is to special case this. Hey, what's up, Steve1E? How are you, man? Thanks for stopping by. I honestly, I might step away from this problem and think about it for a minute, because I'm not really sure. No, I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to need to write a test to think about this clearer. Just woke up from a long nap. Time to make some tea. I think that sounds like a great plan, man. Yeah, I guess you can't make coffee, right? Because it's after 3 or after 2 or something, right? Your new rule is don't drink coffee after 2 or 3. If I remember right. So you're basically kind of like clocking in for your second shift, huh? Yep. Nice. Man, I forgot all the work I did on this app to make this all work. It was so long ago when I wrote all this originally. I think when I wrote all this, it was 2022, I think, was when I originally built this thing. I was a different person, you know? 2 years ago, me. Gotta port my other project to SQLite. Nice. Which project's that? You did the to-do app, right? So now what are you onto the... Not the web scraper, because that was state. That didn't have any state to it, did it? So maybe maybe you're working on the web URL shortener, if I remember right, of all the projects you shared. Yeah, you don't recognize your work at all. Yeah, it's weird. It's a very weird and bizarre feeling. Next one is URL shortener. Nice. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Let's see, Maddox. Do you find PowerShell to be more user-friendly than Notepad++? You mean for editing? Like for editing text, Maddox? Is that what you're talking about? Because I think for editing text, I would probably say Notepad++ is probably more friendly. Because PowerShell you wouldn't really use for that. I'm using NeoVim in PowerShell to edit my code, and NeoVim is not as user friendly as Notepad++ is. Although if you're looking for a good editor that's very user friendly, I would point you towards VS Code personally. That's just my opinion. Yeah, code editing.json or .dat files. I mainly do it when I'm working on game mods. Yeah, I mean, I personally prefer VS Code for that kind of stuff. Or Notepad++ would be fine too. But yeah, I wouldn't use. I personally wouldn't use PowerShell to edit JSON or DAT files because there's not really a way to do that, right? You're gonna have to use something other than PowerShell. Yeah, VS Code. Yeah, it's a good text editor, and you can make VS Code a very powerful, almost IDE like experience. But you're gonna have to use something. Well, I guess my point is you're gonna have to use something other than PowerShell to edit the text, right? You can't edit the text within PowerShell. I mean, I should say you can edit the text within PowerShell if you use something like Vim or NeoVim or Nano or one of those terminal-based editors. You can do that within PowerShell, but it's not really PowerShell that's doing the editing, if that makes sense. Okay, so the value type is what? The type of the value I'm checking is what I got back from OnSpring. Yeah, so this is a field. Like, now I'm kind of wondering if this ever worked the way I thought it was supposed to work. Now that I'm looking at this. Okay. No, yeah, this is right. So it gets the type. Go to reference. Where's this referenced? Build update record. Okay, where's the field value? Field value is coming from I'm gonna rename this. This is gonna be Azure Object value. Okay. So we're always looking at get record. Yeah. So we're always looking at the Azure object. Gula Terzian 5. I don't know what that means, man. I have no idea what you're referring to. HG. I don't know what you're talking about either. I don't know what that means, man. I guess I'm curious. Let's see. If field ID is, what's the field ID? 34. Console dot write line value type. I know that's really hacky, but just want to see what I'm working with here. Yeah, I got him, guys. Here, we'll fix that real quick. Boom, he's gone. I don't know why people spam like that. It's lame. Just trolling L. Thanks for engagement. It helps the algorithm. Maddox, yeah, that's the positive way to look at it. St1E Primogen is in the tower making tower defense game. Yeah, have you been watching his stream the last couple days? He's been fucking around with Cursor, trying to get it to build a game. It's been pretty fun to watch. What I think is so funny about all that AI, all the AI tools is like yesterday he had the founders. I think he had the founders of Cursor on the stream to help him like learn how to use Cursor. And it was funny that listening to like, this is the way you need to talk to the AI to get it to do what the fuck you want it to do. You know? Maddox, just curious, what is the symbol to the left of the green Stephen Freeborn fix box? Oh, this? Talking about that right there? It's like a branch symbol. Yeah, I think it's a branch symbol. Do you want to know the exact like symbol? Because I could probably get it from my my Posh configuration, but it's just a branch. I think I can zoom in here. Let me see. One. No, that's not working. What did I switch my zoom? Is it Control 3? Yeah, it's Control 3. See Control 3? Can you see that? Diskette. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like an arterial branch. Yep, that's exactly what it is supposed to represent. All right, that ran, but it didn't. It didn't print. I was expecting it to print a console write line. Oh, I think it did, but I think it got blown away by the progress thing. I'll just log it. Logger dot debug. Value type. There we go. So it is a list of string. Okay. So I do have a case for that. Timmy the Stickman, can you accept me on Discord? Yeah, for sure. I can. I'm a Java developer. Nice, man. Appreciate you. Maddox, RAM and storage. What type of machine are you running? Is it mainly office / processing based, or does it more game optimized for the RAM storage aspect? Maddox, so the I've made a video about the computer before that I stream on, but it is a let me see. It is a Zephyrus. It is a Zephyrus ROG G14. I bought it like in 2021. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, 16 gigabytes of RAM. It has a Ryzen 9 5900 HS. And it does have an NVIDIA graphics card. I think it's a 3060 or something like that. Let me look. So I mean, you can use it to play games on it. I don't use it for that. I would love to have something with a little bit more. Yeah, the graphics card is an RTX 3060. Obviously, a laptop version of that card, not the desktop version of that card. But yeah, it's a good little workhorse of a computer. You can definitely use it to play play games if you want to. I'm just not much of a PC gamer. Yeah, entry spec gaming PC for sure. Timmy, the sick man, first time in the chat, but I have watched the stream before. Well, Timmy, we appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, man. It makes sense. It's better for people who like to stream. Yeah, I mean, it works. It works fine for streaming. I'd love to have something with like 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes of RAM, and maybe something with like 14 cores. But I'm just not ready to shell out money for another computer at the moment. One of these days, though. Oh, it was getting a little bright on camera there. Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to fix that in Discord. Let's see. Discord. Get you fixed up here. Members. Nice. Well, maybe Timmy can teach us something about Java development, because I know nothing about Java, but I'd like to learn. Probably should figure out the whole Go thing first, though, huh? I just approved it. Thanks for reminding me, Stewie. I appreciate you. I missed it. Do you say it's a laptop or a desktop? It's a laptop. I don't really have a desktop computer in my house. All my computers are laptops. I do have a Linux box under my desk. That's like an old. I think it's like an old Dell Optiplex. It's what I use for my own little Linux box for hosting stuff. Maddox said, that's why I said I'm a walking user. I know just enough to break stuff and not know how I did it. Yeah, but that's like, that's fun though too, because you learn you learn in those cases. You know, when you break stuff and you got to figure out how to fix it. It's good. Hey, Tim, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. I approved your Discord. I'm making a game in Java right now. Nice. What kind of game? And what game engine do you use in the Java world? Curious about that. I know nothing about the Java world. It's all new for me. Maddox, I have the ADHD brain where I hyper focus on doing something and become pretty good / proficient. Then I'm no longer interested, and my brain decides I no longer need to know how to do insert task here. Yeah, that's a thing, right? That's an ADHD thing. I always give my wife a hard time about that because she has kind of a similar hyper focus, hyper fixation, and then one day it goes away. Oh wow, got dark in here. The sun went away. Timmy, what language is that? This is C sharp. This application is written in C sharp. I'm gonna fix the lighting again. Oh, probably gonna have to do that like 6 more times as the sun comes back and goes away. See, Steve says, look at general when I ping you. Damn, Steve, that's kind of forceful instruction. I'll be happy to look. Tim, can you accept me on Discord? I did. Sorry, Tim. If that hasn't shown up on your side, you should be in there now. Let's see. It would be nice to have a requirement to unlock texting in channels here that users need to go to edit per server profile and set their name to be the same as in chat. Oh, that's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, that's kind of a cool. That way we kind of know who's talking. I can look into that. I'm happy to look into that. Although I don't want to make it difficult on people, you know? But I understand the ask. So, the only way I can think to fix this problem, and for those of you who maybe have been here late, basically the problem I'm facing at the moment, or the problem that was reported about this application, I need to find my thing here. So basically the problem I'm facing is I'm trying to basically in this application I do a delta between what's already in existence and what's coming from the system of record, and I do a comparison. And in this case I'm dealing with phone numbers. Oh. Ah, that sucks, man. That's not cool. Well, we can fix that real quick. Ban. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, interesting. There we go. Said mass ban successful. Yeah. Nice. Tim's gone. Let's see, the numbers are low enough in DIS that turning on slow mode is a reasonable thing. What's slow mode? I'm not familiar with that. Tim, you've been permanently banned. We dropped the ban hammer on you. Because you're a fucking troll. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not judging you if that's the way you want to do it. See, you can turn on slow mode in chat to keep the spam to a minimum. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've ever done that before. Let me see. Nah, I'm good, man. Steven, yeah, I just replied to you, man. Let's see. I'm a troll. Yeah, which is fine, Timmy. I mean, you're welcome. That's total. Oh God, now the light's blown out again. $5 is $5. Well, that's true, man. Let's see. Right click the general tab and turn on slow mode. Oh, that ain't nice, Maddox. Fire, dude. Appreciate you. I shall do exactly that. It's very kind of you guys looking out for me that way. Although I've gotten distracted from the coding. I'm just gonna pin this. Let's see. Not pin it, but save it. Okay. We shall deal with him. What was I gonna say? Okay, so basically, the only way I could think to fix this is I basically have to special case the properties to do the comparison. Right? Because there's no way to know that I'm dealing with the business phone. There's no way to know I'm dealing with phone numbers. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I don't know what to do about this, so I'm just going to. Let's see. This is difficult. Not sure how to go about fixing it in a way that doesn't require special casing the phone number field. But let's see. But maybe the special case is worth it in this instance. Let's see. Writing to think a little here. This is difficult. I'm not sure how to go about fixing it in a way that doesn't require special case in the phone number field, but maybe special case is worth it in this instance. Basically, I'd need to check if the onspring, if the target field is the onspring phone number field. The onspring phone number field, and then and then what? I'm not sure. Maddox, just because you deleted your raid comment, I still got the screenshot and we'll be forwarding it to Discord. Nice, Maddox. Get him. Get him, Maddox. Honestly, I don't know what Tim is talking about, though. Let's see. Basically, I need to check if the target field is the onspring phone number. But also check if the mapped property is the business phone's property. Then perhaps scrub all special characters and just compare digits. Let's see. Take a look at general. Hover over a channel, then press the gear icon. There you'll have option for slow mode. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I completely got distracted by the main purpose. Let's see. Give me 1 sec. I bet if I go to... Let's see. I bet if I go to... Content... Live... There we go. Let's see. Slow mode, it defaults to 60 seconds. Let's see. Change that to what? 5 seconds? 3 seconds? I don't know. I don't even know what a... There we go. Maddox. He was doing a server raid where they basically come into a server, spam it, and eventually start posting, commenting things to get the server banned. Well, that's lame, man. I don't know why people do that. I'm gonna turn on the auto ISO on my camera because I'm tired of adjusting the... I'm tired of adjusting the ISO every time the sun comes and goes. I'm gonna move my camera too so that that window isn't screwing up the. There we go. That'll work. HTML Pro. Guys, Timmy is my brother. He ain't doing anything. He has like 3 friends. Well, look at you, HTML Pro, sticking up for your little bro. Well, your bro is a douchebag. Honestly, once the server gets big enough, you should add an auto mod bot. Yeah, Max. Yeah, and I've told Steve1E's offered to be a mod. There's been several people who have offered for like human mod as to be human mods, but I mean, there's what, like 7 people in here. Oh, there's 12 people in here at this point, and so I'm happy. I'm fine with doing the moderation myself at the moment. But yeah, totally agree. At some point, it's probably worth it to get some automation. If I am ever so lucky to have a community of a significant size. Let's see. I think if try to update an on-spring field that is formatted as a phone number through the API, it still works. Let me test that. API, Swagger. I need to authorize this with the little API key.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, authorize. Okay. And then let's try to update a record here. So let's see, it's going to be 2. And we'll try to update Michael's. And we need to update 259. And we're trying to update field 34. And let's just send string. Let's see what happens. So yeah, it still updates it, but it's not valid. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. And then the next time they try to save this, it'll just prevent them from saving. Yeah, if you try, so if you try to update an on-spring field that is formatted as a phone number through the API, it still works, just with a warning. Let's see. Can you change this? Let's see. So you can't, this is like a special field, so there's not really. Oh, so you can change it though to that. Interesting. What happens if I do that? What happens? Lets me put anything in there. Okay, if you try. Let's see. A user, an on-spring admin can make it so really any text can be placed. Let's see. any text can be placed into the OnSpring phone number field. Need to think on this one for a bit. Does that make sense to always do that?
I think you just need to let it run.
It would fix this issue, but it could lead to yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a point with this issue where like I spent enough time on it. I'm like, okay, I don't really know what the right answer is. I understand the conundrum, but I don't really know what the right path forward is. Steve1E, should you be showing this on stream? Oh, it's a demo. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. It's all my data and my stuff, so no problem there. And none of it is I mean, even though it's the software that my company makes, none of it's actually work related. It's all just side project stuff. This app just happens to integrate with our public API, because that's when I built the app, that was like a domain I understood and knew. I mean, I still do. That's why I built it at the time. I'm not really sure what the right answer is there. But I've spent an hour and 12 minutes of my Friday on it, and that's enough for now. I'll sleep on it and come back to it. I think ultimately that's the only real solution, is just to special case it and to say, yeah, it's just to special case it and say, hey, if this is the OnSpring phone number field, oh, I thought you were looking at me because you had a question. The only thing to really do is to special case it and say, if it is the phone number field, strip all the special characters except for the digits, and then just compare the fields for matching digits to determine if it needs to be updated. I can see that causing issues, though, in other cases. Right? But it's half dozen or the other. And if the most common use case is that you're actually putting phone numbers in the phone number field, you know, that's the case we should cater to. Why cater to the exceptional cases? I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so moving on from this guy. Let's see. I think so. If we are going to, if the most common case is we are actually mapping phone number data into the OnSpring phone number field, we should cater to that. Alright, I think I'm going to learn some more Go. Is there any other formatting things I want to do in here? No, that can all stay on separate lines. I did some really strange formatting things when I wrote this app. I don't know what I was in a weird headspace with my formatting decisions. I went through a phase where, like, I really liked having a lot of white space. I don't know why. I guess I felt like it made it easier for me to read or something. I'm not sure. But I look back at some of the apps I built in this time period, and it's like, why did I put so much white space everywhere? It's funny to see yourself change and evolve over time. Oh. Yippee! Go, yeah. By the way, Simon, you know how do I turn back on highlights in Vim? Like, I get the E for error on the right, but no actual error message. I don't know how to do that. I do not know how to do that. But I can see that being frustrating and wanting that to not be that way. Excuse me. Let's see. Git add source.
Hey Kyler, but you need to go clean up your rice mess first.
Okay. Push that up. And we can close this guy too. Oh wait, did I remove that log statement? Let's see, on Spring Service. build update. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. So where were we? Have a great afternoon, evening. I'm going to go be a productive adult. Nice, Maddox. I hope your arm and shoulder feel better, man. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, it's already been an hour 20. Even though I don't want to. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. It's already been an hour 20. I don't actually know if I'm going to. I don't really want to get into another thing. Hour 20 is long enough for me. All right, I'm gonna hop off here. We didn't really accomplish anything. I did think about the problem though, and so I'll sleep on it and figure out what I want to do. What I want to do about it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Pretty chill stream aside from us getting our server getting raided. Let's see, Max. I'm still going to stream tonight at 10. If y'all want to pop by and watch, I'll be VR playthrough of Resident Evil 4. Yeah, sure, Max. Faux show. Although Resident Evil is kind of a scary game, so maybe not for me. I don't know. But yeah, either way, have a good stream, man. Steve, when you see ya. Yeah, Steve, when you get some sleep, man. I'll see you later. Bye, y'all.